This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for February 4, 2023, alleged robber identified using finger left behind at a crime scene. The Hunts Bay Police in St. Andrew have listed a man as wanted based on a finger left behind at the crime scene of a robbery. He is Herbert Wallace, otherwise called Ricky, of a Riverton City address in Kingston 11. The police alleged that he robbed a business establishment on Coleyville Avenue in Kingston 20 on November 28, 2022. They say Wallace was in the process of robbing the business when he accidentally shot off his finger after taking a sum of money from the proprietor. He reportedly bolted from the scene, leaving the finger behind. Detectives from the Hunts Bay Criminal Investigations Branch submitted the finger to the lab, where it was run through the Fingerprint database, and a match was reportedly made to Wallace. The Hunts Bay Police are asking anyone with information on the whereabouts of Herbert Wallace to contact them at 876-923-7111 or Crime Stop at 311. They noted that Wallace now has a missing index finger. Man who was named as a person of interest killed in suspected reprisal. The police have theorized that Friday's murder of 37-year-old Dwayne Smith in Mount Hindmost, Chapelton, Clarendon, was a reprisal killing. They believe it stemmed from the January 23 murder of 58-year-old farmer Selvin Dunkley of the same community. It has been reported that about 11 a.m. on Friday, Smith, a mason, was washing a motor vehicle along the roadway when he was pounced upon by gunmen who fired several shots, hitting him in the upper body. Smith fell to the ground and the gunmen escaped on foot. The police were summoned and Smith was taken to the Chapelton Community Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The police say Smith was named as a person of interest in Dunkley's murder. The police say a person of interest has been identified in relation to Friday's murder. Police seized 54 guns and 101 rounds of ammunition at a Freeport. 54 guns and 101 rounds of ammunition were seized by law enforcement agencies at a Freeport in Montego Bay on Friday, bringing to 74 the number of illegal firearms captured at that wharf in a week. Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey said that Friday's seizure, comprising 5 rifles and 54 handguns, were made during a joint operation by the police, Jamaica Customs Agency, the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, the Scenes of Crime Police Unit, other local law enforcement entities, and the Jamaica's international partners. Bailey said that the intelligence-led operation was a result of the strengthened partnership between the Jamaica Constabulary Force and other entities within Jamaica, which has been yielding significant results. Among those results, he said, were 2 cocaine seizures of significant volume in recent times, as well as the seizure of 20 firearms at Freeport on January 27. The investigation in relation to both finds continues, and we believe that at the end of the day, we will successfully prosecute those who are behind sending these illegal weapons, Bailey said in a video release. These weapons are weapons of destruction. They are not sent to shoot birds, they are sent to shoot human beings. In the past 2 or 3 weeks, we have seized in excess of 85 firearms, yet we do not manufacture firearms in Jamaica. When we consider the destruction that these firearms can cause, we are really appealing to the public that when you get information regarding firearms, tell us. We will do the necessary work in identifying and locating those who are responsible, he said. We continue to pursue those who are involved in organized crime, those who are involved in a system of destruction, because people who send the firearms to Jamaica are people who have evil intent to destroy and create mayhem in our society, Bailey stated. He also commended the members of the law enforcement agencies, hailing them as the men and women of the front line who continue to work very hard to make Jamaica safe. Teachers say no to pay package. Delegates of the Jamaica Teachers Association on Friday rejected government's compensation package at a special conference of the association at the Wilmers Boys School in Kingston. The JTA release said 585 delegates voted, with 560 voting to reject the offer, 24 voting to accept, while 1 ballot was rejected. In light of the overwhelming rejection, the JTA said it will be writing to the Ministry of Finance outlining the outcome of the meeting and seeking an approved offer and a request to return to the bargaining table at the soonest possible time. The conference was called following a week of consultation with JTA members island-wide. President of the JTA, Lysandra Harrison, in an interview with the news earlier this week, said there were several challenges faced by the association during the negotiations. There are things we certainly continue to have negotiations and talks with the government about, if it is that we are serious about retention of experienced and quality teachers. If we are serious about the sustenance of an education system driven by Jamaican educators, then our government really needs to rethink and come again, Harrison said. Man accused of killing woman's son who intervened in their domestic dispute remanded. A St. Catherine resident who allegedly shot and killed a man who allegedly tried to intervene in a domestic dispute was remanded when he appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday. 53-year-old Conroy Johnson, otherwise called Chroma and Con, a laborer of Roadside District, Mount Rosaire, St. Catherine, was ordered to appear in the gun court on February 24. It is alleged that about 4 a.m. on January 18, Johnson was at home when a dispute developed between himself and his female partner. During the argument, he reportedly threatened to kill her with a gun he had in his possession. Upon hearing the commotion, the woman's son, Clayton Turner, 28-year-old laborer of Roadside District, Yoaton, St. Catherine, intervened and was allegedly shot by Johnson. Johnson reportedly fled the scene. Turner was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Johnson was held by the police and was subsequently charged with murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and the possession of a firearm with intent to commit a felony. Government to relax a child seat requirement for PPVs. Taxi operators and commuters, particularly those with small children, can now breathe a sigh of relief after government announced Friday afternoon that it would relax the child restraint system requirement for public passenger vehicles. The Road Traffic Act and regulations will be amended to reflect the relaxing of the measure. In an impromptu press briefing at the office of the Prime Minister on Friday afternoon, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said the government has been taking note of the concerns raised in the public and is sympathetic to the complaints.
Indeed, we will have some forbearance for those who have been affected or may have received a ticket as a result of this. So if it is that this clause could potentially create a situation that is not safe for our children, then it behooves the government to take a second look at the clause, which is what we have decided to do.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Gary McKenzie, head of the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, said the police have been directed to use discretion and allow children to be transported on the back seats of public passenger vehicles without a child restraint system.
We also know that based on those concerns, the authorities have indicated that they are reviewing the matter. As a result of this ongoing review, the police will use their discretion in relation to the seat belts and the child restraint systems and will allow public passenger vehicles to operate as it were under the old law until that review has been completed.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.